we should be live right now. Which,
Are we? Oh.
which means
Gavin.
Gavin. There we go.
Oh, I didn't know you could input blank messages.
Full stop.
Dots. Or periods. Yeah. So,
Ah.
you're sitting in the bar, in the tavern, whatever it's called. And
Yeah, Craig, what's the tavern called?
that would be...
Nope, without looking.
Without looking? Not a clue.
You have a test today. The Jolly Knife, Craig.
The Jolly Knife Craig.
You know,
Can we call it that now?
No, it's called the Jolly Knife.
Yeah, no.
Jolly Knife Craig.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Pag, the half-orc female bartender, is serving drinks. And who the camera is in on first? We've got Josh. Tell us about your character.
She is a beautifully charming half-elven woman with an instrument, a viol, and book always by her.
Okay. And probably right next to her is Beth's character.
Nancy is currently at the bar ordering herself a drink because Fitz is being a dick and taking our letter away.
Which brings us to Gavin, who is playing Fitz. And it's so late that he's past his bedtime and not allowed to chat in voice. But
It
he
is
is
1
allowed.
a.m.
It is 1 a.m. for him, yes. But he is allowed to type, which is scary in itself.
He's loud even when he types.
Yeah. I don't even want to know what he's typing right now.
This is very true. My ears are ringing just...
The camera moves over to Pasta's character.
According to Firefly, everyone's a little bit quiet.
Quiet? Seriously?
Well, I guess we have to yell.
Is this any better for me?
I guess it's a little bit better. Oh wait, are we talking to Firefly?
Yeah, we're talking to Firefly. Is that any better, Firefly?
And Fitz is watching the door in case halflings.
Okay. For me. Okay, so it's better for me. I have to turn everybody else up to the point that you're going to be screaming in my ear. Or... let's see. Somebody say hello.
Hello!
How's that, Firefly?
Is this better, Firefly?
It's so quiet.
I know.
Because we're waiting for Firefly to respond.
It's probably a very long delay.
Firefly says it's good.
No,
That was
that
for me.
message was up there before.
Okay. Now she says it's good for all of us. Good, good, good. So,
And Josh will be up here.
Yeah, I typed that in because I said my family was calling. When I
Okay.
when I hung up, everyone was quiet. I was like, what?
okay. The camera pans over and looks at Pasta's character. Tell us a little about her. Him. Sorry.
Yes, Pasta's character, my character, is Fibblethip. He is an older, very much older gnome. He wears dark clothing that covers his bright red and green hair with white streaks through it. He has tanned skin that's wrinkly and also has patches of paleness. He's currently fingering some gold, pondering things in the tavern. A giant backpack at his side.
Gold or silver?
Silver. Yes, silver.
Okay. Take care of me. And finally, the camera zooms in up close, right in the face of Peppers' character. The Uru himself.
Okay, so currently there's one with silver hair and red eyes, smoking a yellow pipe and occasionally actually chewing on a lemon. She then turns to the camera, and you can't quite tell if she's squinting because of the lemon or if she's really
Fair enough.
She then looks to the rest of the people in the room before tapping her pipe and letting its crystal white crunch. Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
She then
Good
resumes to her.
The door opens.
Is it too hard?
It is not two halflings.
It's in a
Thank
half
God for that,
elf.
I don't have to pay.
It is
no,
a
not two halflings in a trench coat.
a young female who recognizes a few of you. She comes straight over to you. Fibblethip and Arletta. Oh, hi.
Hey, nice to see you.
Were you... I got a letter from my boyfriend, a fiancé, I have to remember that. I got a letter from him, and he told me about a cave entrance that they found when they were looking for larger trees at the lumberjack camp. And I thought of you.
Oh. Why'd you think of us? She asked curiously.
Because don't you like things like that?
Fibblethip grins. Why, yes, of course I like things like that. Think about what could be in that cave. Maybe it could be a large worm that's gonna eat the entire camp. Ah, yes, I've seen a couple large worms in my day. They like to hide in little holes in the ground that might appear to be hills or mountains, caves going into them, and then bam! It's actually a layer that the worm has buried into. It's ready to strike the moment something comes too close.
You have a lot of very dark stories with Symbol.
Oh? I have a lot of stories.
So, how close is the cave mist to the actual camp where we went last time?
He said it was a few hours to the west.
Alright.
Just at the base of the reefside peaks. Although some call them the reefside cracks.
Zooms in on map.
Couple seconds I need to look at that.
Who the hell says that?
Does Seth not know?
I don't think he does. I keep meaning to tell him and I keep forgetting.
Alright, where
Does
is it?
this seem to be the same cave? I might be getting confused games, but didn't we already clear out a cave in the mountain?
Not that one.
Okay.
It's entirely
We
different.
haven't been here before.
Nope.
I'm not sure if I'm getting confused characters or games.
You go into a lot of caves in the.
But
Thank you.
I just thought I'd tell you. You have a good day. And she starts
you
walking
too.
to the door.
We're off. Looks to Nancy, looks to Fitz.
And she exits.
The Magnificent's back together. Kind of.
Squints.
Like in the corner, sneezes.
Continues to eat her lemon.
No, she's gone.
Well, you don't all have to go for something as mundane as a cave, if that's how you see it. I'm
Did
interested,
you
however.
say that at any point?
No, we didn't. So what?
I
well,
just thought
Nancy,
Someone seems unhappy with my theories about what's in there, at the very least.
No, you just talk about really negative shit,
Sorry.
dude.
When you've
It feels-
lived as long as I have, you see a lot of very gruesome,
And you don't
interesting
stop
scenes.
talking.
I feel like just someone talking about negative things is so familiar almost. I'm tipping my tongue.
Just
Oh, well.
picked up the little gnome.
Oh well. Right? Hey Nancy.
The nest just picked up the little gnome. Aren't you an adorable little thing?
You hear a little bit of a racket outside. Since it is the morning, hint hint,
Mm.
and
Nancy's
Some-
gonna go investigate the racket.
Yeah,
there's
the rat-
a small troop walking through the streets, playing music, all in Jester's costumes.
Oh gee.
Oh shit, James. You knew we could hear the negative shit.
Is there like some freaking? Is there like a bunch of colorful outfits and they're just one in black and white?
Oh yeah, moping.
Oh gee, how odd.
Right in the middle of them all.
Surrounded by happy, smiley, enthusiastic individuals.
Yep.
Oh. When I was a young
Huh.
girl, my father used to take me to the city to see them.
Didn't seem like a particularly interesting entertainment, especially with Mopey over there in the center.
And he says, son, when you grow up, will you be the savior of the city, of the eaten and the damned?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. You have to my home.
Boy.
Fitz, are you
He
coming?
said, will you defeat them, their demons,
Who's
and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? I can do the whole song if you want me to, guys.
Fitz says
Please
the bards
no.
are gonna sue us or break our legs.
who is Fitz?
Points to Gavin's character.
That's Raven. He introduced himself to me the other day.
He did.
Fitz.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you about that, Fitz. Why did you introduce yourself to him as Raven the Shtari?
No, I mean that could be a smart move. You never know who may be the headless collector.
I feel like you're gonna
The
come
headless
along
collector?
anyways. Symbol. So might as well just have you in the group.
Are you familiar with the story of the headless that collects names?
It's just a story. I don't think he really cares. I try telling him stories all the time. He falls asleep on me.
Yes, well, let's hope he never encounters one.
Yeah, alright. Nancy, you're coming, right?
I'm already outside trying to figure out what all the noise is about.
Yes, that troop.
Lana's
That troop.
already watching the Black Parade.
Alright, let's go then.
There's a small circus in town.
Hmm.
So the question is, do you want to go to the Reefside Prax or to the circus?
I don't want to open that can of worms, Craig. I feel like a lot of jokes are being made at
Make
my
me
expense.
choose.
Alright, so you head out. And in the interest of Gavin, the trip goes fairly uneventful. You get a lot of stories by Fibblethip.
Arletta's gonna. Or, so you know, Craig, Arletta does have the lake cantrip now.
Of course she does.
He offers, some of the slime casseroles he's talking. It's definitely food. It's very thick and viscous. It glops around.
No.
Does it scream when I try to eat?
Nancy is scouting as far away from the party as possible so she doesn't accidentally kill the gnome.
Could I get high off of this?
Guys, out of character. Come on, we don't have to. Kevin needs to sleep eventually.
Good point. Let's go as quickly as possible.
Alright, we'll say that things happen. Leave it at that.
Everybody tries to do. And of course, I get text.
Second, Craig, you cut off a little bit.
Of course, I get text just as that happened. So, you make your way to the lumber camp. You talk to the young man from the other day. What was his name?
Kevin.
It was Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that's my brother.
What was his last name?
Ah.
I wasn't paying attention to the last name. Was it given?
Yeah, briefly. I didn't write it down though, so it's my fault. I can look back at the old stream.
Anyways, yeah, Narletta would ask about what he saw, if he saw anything in the cave, heard anything,
We didn't go in.
hear anything.
We didn't go near it. After all the talk you said about kobolds, we didn't want to risk anything, so we got away from that area as soon as we could.
Someone say kobold. The kobold. She said.
So you just
almost
saw a
like
sca-
eyes.
saw a-
Yeah, Beth, what do you think?
Yeah,
thing,
we,
so you just saw a cave, assumed it's dangerous, and now we're here.
I didn't call for you or anything. I just wrote my fiance.
It's fair
Before
enough.
you said kobold.
Yeah, your group told me that they were accosted by kobolds on the way here.
Hate those creatures. I was kidnapped by them. And my friends were sold.
Friends were sold.
Yeah.
Nazi looks to Fitz, and then to Araletta, and like,
Arletta's like, right there with you, Nancy. Like, let's go check out the cave.
right, which direction is this cave?
Right that way, right? She said west, right? You double checked with him.
Yeah, west.
Alright,
And
thank you.
he gives some general directions. Follow the marked trees to this area, and then head north a little bit.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Ooh, cool.
Thank you.
Let's
And
get
we'll head
going.
out.
I could kill kobold if I'm lucky.
Nope, should probably fix my health. Definitely have the time to do that.
Most definitely. And everyone has a hero point. I see it on the character tokens. Good. Hero points can be used to re-roll one roll.
Oh, is that 1 out of 3 mean?
The 1 out of 3. Yeah.
Ah.
Or you can spend all of your hero points to go from any dying condition to unconscious at 0 health with no wounds.
Oh, that sounds good.
Which is essentially stabilized. Until you're hit
Essentially.
again, then you start dying. So yeah.
I would like to stealth please, Craig.
Hi too.
Okay.
So,
This is a good idea. We don't want to disturb what might be living in the cave before we see it.
Okay. I've got your stuff.
please, I'm
No, Peppers, I actually roll your stealth so you don't know what you get.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yep.
Most rolls like that are rolled by the G.
Oh, that's kind of odd. Okay.
No, it keeps you from metagaming.
Hmm.
It's built into Pathfinder 2.
Oh, okay. I could see that happen.
So, You have control of your tokens. You may move.
Okay.
I'll look around, I guess.
Look around as we sneak towards the cave.
See anything?
I don't know, Craig. Do I see anything?
You do see one little thing.
Is it?
A lizard. It disappears into the rocks.
Oh, so cute.
Oh, hi.
Oh, look there.
And there's a
What
cave
the-
up ahead.
Oh, there's a lagging, and then all of a sudden everyone moves really quickly.
Can we hear anything from the cave?
Not from where you are.
Okay, I would like to sneak forward.
Okay. Nancy, roll a fortitude save. Okay. Thank you. And you're listening to the cave.
Or if I can see any lights or anything coming from the cave.
Definitely no lights. And you don't hear anything from the cave where you are.
Do I feel like I should have had to have made?
There's no way of telling. Tell me I didn't drop again. Okay. So what are you doing? Nancy ran back to you.
Why'd you run back? See something bad? Arletta's asking her.
Did we
Arletta's
lose Beth?
asking Nancy.
Sorry, did you hear? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Sorry. And she's like, she ran back and she's like, it's a really narrow opening, so if we want to go in, we need to order ourselves up. I don't know how wide it gets inside, but I can't hear anything. So, and it's really dark.
Okay. Let's see. First off, Nancy, which light do you want? Which rapier do you want light on?
The magical one.
They're both nice. They're not rapiers anymore, they're short swords.
Ah, okay. She said short sword, but you can still get one. Which one?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Cast it on one. Left one.
Okay, so we're off that.
Okay. You have light on your sword.
So,
Yes. You'll go.
who's the tank?
What armor is your character wearing, Peppers?
Leather armor
Oh, okay.
with a lot of spikes on it.
What?
With a lot of spikes on it.
That's just a flavor thing, right?
Just fluff.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything mechanical. Because that was not approved.
Panicking.
It also has on the back, whole price alone, just kidding.
So looks to Pepper Thanos. How do you fight?
I usually use a whip. Sometimes use a short bow.
A whip?
I mean, not whip, I mean, spike chain.
Uh-huh.
So melee.
Melee.
Yeah, quite melee oriented.
So you, Nancy, Fitz, and Thanos can be in whatever frontline order you can want. Pibblethip, do you want to be in the middle, and then I'll be in the back, and just in case something gets behind us.
Sure.
Okay.
Let me cast light on your robe so that you can see.
Thank you.
And he will find an innocuous place on Ariletta's robes or cloth clothing, whatever, and just make it glow with light.
What order do you?
Sources of light, guys.
Yes. It's better than.
Scary.
So what order do you three want to be in then?
Fitz first, Nancy will go second, Thanos third, then
Fibblethip and then me.
and Aaron. I will get my head around how to say your character's name eventually, Pastor. I do.
Fibble, thip, doot, 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 doot.
Craig, no.
Oh, that's very good. It doesn't actually matter. You could say anything and it would probably be good.
Ah, the Goblin song. Such a robust and powerful language. You could change 3 letters and it'll mean the same thing.
What?
So if Fitz wants to go first, should we line up in front of the cave for you, Craig?
Please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go.
Fitz, give me a fortitude save.
And Nancy will
Nancy,
follow up.
fortitude save. Of course, no reason for it. Just asking, of course.
Ha!
Okay. And as you start going in, Thanos, Fibblethip, and Araletta, fortitude saves, please. So I can keep track. Love those rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And you go in and find yourself in a small area in front of some stairs down. You do not see any traps, Fitz.
Nancy would be as well.
Yeah. Do the half moving and seeking. This is that action that we would be doing.
Okay. Please continue.
Yeah.
You're through next.
Alright. Let me roll these.
Just sneak and, you know.
Sneaking.
Do I re-roll or do I continue?
I do that.
Ah,
Can we both sneak and seek and then move just at a relatively slow pace through the cave?
Extremely slow.
That's
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing.
looks like
And we're moving at 5 feet apart. We just can't actually keep up.
Pretty much.
have you put the
I'm
light
trying
on
to move
Araletta as well?
slower.
Yes, have.
Oh, I can't believe that's 8.
Sort out as we reach the door.
Mile.
Oh,
Mile.
backing
Okay.
up again.
Yeah. For everyone, I've already rolled your attempts at finding things. So just tell me where you're looking, and if it's something dangerous, then I've already got it. However, this looks totally safe, Fitz.
I do not like the assurity in your voice right now.
Well, part of it's that he doesn't have complete light there.
So what does it look like?
But yeah, it looks like a stone door almost all the way down to the bottom.
So does this look more like a hallway than a cave?
Yeah, it does.
I
Oh,
mean,
no,
Nancy would just
Do-
hold her sword out,
Okay, hold
so
on.
Fitz had complete light.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, okay. There's another game going on in half an hour. Okay. Are you pulling that out, Thanos? Pulling it out and lighting it?
Oh wait, are there people here who have light? Because I think someone already cast it.
They cast... Two
Light.
people cast light.
Yeah, then I'm not, and I wasn't really intending to do it.
Okay.
I don't see any.
Put your ear to the
I can't
door.
see the light battery.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think only you see it.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, only you saw it. It's invisible light. Black light.
Ah, that's it.
How true.
Now everybody can see it. So you put your ear to the door. It does not stick. You do not hear anything through the stone door.
Wolfip whispers to Arletta, "It looks like this place was built. It could be ancient or it could be new. Someone's home, something's home. How exciting."
Pip, it's just worrying that there's so much of the stuff around. Pepper, can you move your character, please?
I forgot we don't move as fast.
Going in fits.
Okay.
Still
The-
stealthy.
The door is locked. No, wait. This is the stone door. This is not locked. Okay. It slowly opens.
Checking for traps.
Okay. No traps are seen here. Nancy, everyone.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah. Initiative, please.
I didn't even mean to press the button.
That's okay. Fitz moved as well.
Can I roll stealth?
You may roll stealth.
Initiative.
Wow.
Trevor's initiative is, you see perception?
Perception, yeah.
Or the initiative button next to perceive.
Oh, okay.
That
Perceptive.
moment when the bards are stealthier than the road.
Wait, perception. Oh, here it is.
I didn't roll stealth for mine, I rolled perception for my initiative.
Are we given the choice to roll perception, Craig?
Yes.
Alright.
You don't have to with one or the other.
It's up to the DM is what I thought.
It can give you the option to do something, but from what I can, what will be done, so you don't have the different one. I've always done perception for my
I thought it depends on how combat starts. For example, if it's a social situation, you might do society to see if you can
It does.
understand their intent.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. It could not be perception.
But from what we've done so far, it could.
Yeah, just because you have the option of stealth does not mean you have to do stealth.
Cool. I didn't do stealth.
I heard that the battle was commencing, I guess.
Fibblethip, you are first. As you hear Nancy and Fitz let out a small curse.
Well, we will stride because we have to catch up to them. 5. 10 there.
What?
15. Oh my goodness.
Can we shift those?
Sure. That's what's next to Nancy.
Yay.
Could I get high off of that?
No, not those. Yeah, that's a carnivorous cube from Hearthstone.
It clearly is.
It looks so
Clearly.
happy.
Very invisible until it starts moving.
It looks like someone missed its birth.
Oh, it looks like my lunch. Delicious.
Is that what your food looks like? 'Cause we're not
I agree,
eating
it does
that.
look like your line.
Alright, he'll
5,
move
10,
here.
15, 20.
He'll
Just as
cast.
happy.
He's gonna get a performance started talking about how he came up with this food. He was inspired by the jiggling of strange things that moved in caves.
Okay.
And decided to cook it. Not the slimes, of course, just cook something that looks very similar. And that's one action. First was stride. Second was inspire courage. As his third, he is going to cast shield.
Okay.
As he puts a little bit of force up, and that's his turn.
Do you say anything? Other than starting with the
He will-
inspiration?
He will look back and say, "Slime's ahead."
Araletta?
Okay, stride
Can I
action.
use my reaction? No shit, Sherlock.
Sure.
He's like going back out the door to call out behind. But yeah.
Stride for my first action. 5, 10, 15. Seems we're at an impasse. 20. I regret my life decisions immensely. Right. Looks to Fitz. Looks to Nancy.
Sorry, Nancy. Fireball.
Don't have that spell.
Yet.
Ever. Not a bard spell. We'll do a try a recall knowledge on. I'll go with the big one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Recall, I'm pretty sure.
Ooze.
Yeah. Oh, are they actually part of that family? Yeah, Cole.
Yep.
I'll take assurance for 20.
20. Very nice. It is a gelatinous cube.
Do I get more than just a name?
If I look it up, hold on.
Oh, okay.
Found underground or in dungeons, these quivering cubes of slime continuously scour their domain for food. The acid in their bodies is weak enough that many gelatinous cubes still contain the gear of their victims, as they're unable to break them down. You did not get a crit, therefore you do not get a weaknesses and such.
So I don't know if it's mindless or not.
It is not technically mindless. I'm sorry, yes it is. It even says it right in front of me. It is mindless. It is a mindless ooze.
Looks to the other pile of goop that Nancy's about to get beat up with. I'll recall knowledge on that too. 20.
That is a sewer ooze. That's not as dangerous. But these amorphous masses of sewage and other detritus make their way through filthy culverts, cities large and small. It also is mindless.
Okay, I'll relay this with my free action. Cool. Now I can see why eventually getting free. I can't wait to get hypercognition.
You also realize these are extremely dangerous.
You said they weren't as dangerous.
No, the oozes in general are extremely dangerous.
Alright. Oh no. Mamma mia, this seems like a bad idea. Yeah, I relay that too. Alright. So that's 3 actions and a free. God, sinking sure takes up a lot of time.
Yep. Blue. Sure. Gotta move a little bit. For one. Araletta. Ooh. Yeah. No. It uses its second action to release a wave of filth. It actually hits the gelatinous cube. Which... How is it not...
Is it actually not immune?
Okay, there it is. Yeah, it is.
Okay, I was gonna laugh.
I was gonna say, immune to itself? Reflex save from everyone within 20 feet of it. Which is everyone.
Oh, does it even hit Pepper's character?
Yep, from where it is.
Bring it on. Do I like roll opposed or do I just take it like a
Roll
reflex?
Roll a reflex.
Reflex.
Nancy,
I think I'm good at those.
you pass.
Cool.
Here we go.
Fibblethip, you pass. Fitz, why'd you roll a second time?
He re-rolled, I'm guessing, hero point.
Cool. You pass. Why am I not seeing your hero point? Oh, because it went down to 0.
This is my highest roll today.
The rest of you are covered in filth.
So just me.
This is what
No.
I'm in.
Oh.
Araletta and
I'm-
Thanos. You take
I'm
2 points of
very
acid
cute.
damage. and you have a negative 10-foot penalty to your speed for some time.
Oh no, I'm a
And
slug now.
no one got a critical fail, so you're not knocked prone. And then for its third action, it will reach out to touch Arletta. What's your AC? 15?
Yeah.
Take
Crit. 16. Am I forgetting that it went up? It's 16.
Take 3 bludgeoning and 4 acid. Wait, you said 16? Nothing.
Yeah. Oh.
It misses.
Oh, okay.
Nancy.
Blue just hit Araletta, didn't it?
Yes.
First 2 actions, Twin Saint.
On. Blue or red?
Blue.
Hit. And with
It's only a -4
-3.
with the +1, so -3. The second hit.
Is that
Fire courage is up.
second one hits? Oof. So
Oh, does my
13,
sneak go up at level 2?
Don't think so.
Let me look.
14.
Oh, I've looked up things. So,
Ooh, that's. What kind of damage are you doing?
it doesn't go up at level 2.
Slash.
Okay. Gotcha. It works.
Good, I guessed right.
Sneak is still the same, Nancy.
Yeah.
And you still have a. What you call it? Turn.
And then I will
Action.
swing for a third.
It's still considered flat-footed.
It is. And because it's a crit, it's flat-footed into my attacks until the end of my next turn.
Excellent. So roll your crit damage, or sneak damage, I mean. Ooh.
And then add Inspire Courage
Mhm.
damage as well.
And then, yeah, that's +1 to all of that.
Actually, +2 if I crit.
+2 to the crit. And then +1 to all of the other damages.
Also, sorry if people are.
You know what?
The dogs are excited.
Oh.
Do I take it down in a round?
Give me a good story. And I'll let you have the last 2 hit points. Putting you on the spot, Beth.
So, she looks between these 2 pile of oozes that are coming out of drainage holes or the garbage or wherever they're coming out of. There's one moves up to Araletta. It goes and attacks her, and Nancy just slashes with rage as she spins, severing off whatever limb or oozy bit was kind of attacking Araletta, and then just going absolutely ham on it.
Not bad. You kill it.
At 10 to 2 in the morning.
Anything else?
That is all 3 actions.
I'll get back to that. Fitz. You've got this giant glob next to you. It's going to use its first 2 actions to try and engulf you. Engulf. Is it an attack? No. Give me a reflex save. That is a fail. It does 9 acid to you as it envelops you, engulfs you. And then it will use its last on Arletta as it tries to hit you with its face.
Okay.
And hit you for 3 acid. Fitz, give me a fortitude save, please. I'm gonna need some information from you, Josh, because Fitz is paralyzed.
Paralyzed. Right up. All the way down to the peeves. Peeves. They're paralyzed. Your body is frozen in place. You have the flat-footed condition. Can't act except to recall knowledge and use actions that require only the use of your mind, as determined by the GM. Your senses still function, but only in the areas you can perceive without moving your body. So you can't seek while paralyzed.
Okay.
So
Damn.
physically, he might as well be a paperweight. Mentally, though, he can do stuff.
Okay. So mentally, you're allowed to cry or scream.
Like that. See, mentally, that's what Fitz is doing.
Yes. Are you doing anything on your turn other than that?
You can still recall knowledge, Fitz.
Okay. Roll me. It was Arcana, right?
Occult.
Occult?
Yes. Oozes are part of the occult recall knowledge family.
You have no clue what this thing is. Now make me a fortitude save at the end of your turn. Not enough. Venice.
Okay, I pull out the Infinity Gauntlet and I say, I'm just kidding. Am I able to shoot over my teammates?
Yeah, at a -2.
Oh, cool. That's reasonable. Next question: how much would it be to take it out?
1 action.
Oh, 1 action.
Did you have your chain out?
No, not right now.
Okay, then you don't have to drop it.
Okay.
1 action to pull the bow out. 1 action to fire. Welcome back.
Alright, so two actions to do all that. Okay. I'm going to fire at, I don't know if it's a good idea to fire at the jelly, but I'm going to try it anyway. You know, learning. Like,
What's, you can only see 1, okay.
yeah, I can only see the one that's swallowing it.
And it has cover, so its AC goes up as well.
Well, I mean, what could possibly...
That is a miss.
Okay.
You still have 1 more action.
I'm gonna fire.
That is a miss. Great damage, but it's still a miss.
Even with
Oh yeah, he did
Oh.
even less on his second roll, and then the -5.
just double check.
Yep.
I did nothing but waste arrows.
Off your arrows.
Right, so I'm taking them off.
You can't collect them again either.
Yeah, well, I never really collect my arrows anyway.
Nancy.
Yes. AC of 19.
Miss. Hit for 7 bludgeoning plus. Darn it, why does it not have it? 3 acid. And then at a -10, a miss completely. Fibblethip. We're back at the beginning of turn order.
Oh, this is unfortunate. He will use 3 actions to cast Summon Fey. He's going to summon a Sprite.
Alrighty.
How high are the ceilings here?
About between 10 and 15. 10 in the corridor, 15 in the room.
Alright, so he's going to summon one 15 feet up in the air over
The
there.
gremlin, right?
No, the Sprite. They're both potential options. If you don't feel like fetching it, I can summon the gremlin.
Oh, they're both the same place.
Yeah, they're the same ranking.
Why is it not letting me? It's not letting me give it to you.
That's pretty unfortunate.
Hold on.
Have you put it on the right layer?
Can you see it?
It is visible.
Yeah.
There. Now you should have it.
Alright, I do have it. And it can see the last sewage slime. So it's going to try and finish it off with some pips from its tail. It sort of twirls and some fire shoots from it.
I don't think it's actually taken damage.
Ah, well, it will now. Hopefully.
Roll it.
Oh. That's a broken attack.
How?
It says syntax error expected. Let's try the rapier since it's the same to hit.
Why does it say syntax error?
Have we just found the Pathfinder equivalent of the cleric sheet?
And that should not be doing that much damage. Oh, that's the roll. Alright, so that's 15 for the first roll.
Should be a D4. It's a hit.
But yeah, I'm getting a syntax error. I can't roll it yet. So I'll do the attacks with this first. And then another 15. So I'll roll the damage. There you go. That much fire.
That is so weird. Okay. Second is a hit. And total damage.
It throws down on the oozes with a mild distaste and sort of just flutters fairy fire onto it, but not the spell. Actual fairy fire. That's his turn.
Arletta.
Let's see. Ooh. Fitz is in a bit of a pickle. Well, more than a pickle, but. What can I do though? Like, my source of damage is gone.